Boom. What the hell? Waiting for iCkEdMeL. Are we live? Let me see here a second. Let me just make sure because I set the stream up with StreamYard. Okay, we're live. We're live. Testing. Boom. Okay, we're live. Okay. It looks. Oh, there we go. We're good. We're good. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for stopping by the stream. And we're going to be talking about a couple of things with this whole situation with Ronni. Sorry for starting late a little bit. There's a lot that's happened. There's a lot that's gone on. And I hope to, like, first of all, I want to play all the calls that I have of Ronni. I asked for a little help from the mods a little bit. So I took some of the timestamps. I think it's like 3 calls. 3 calls, plus there was one where he was live streaming on his Instagram and he took us out to the rec center. So I want to show that too. And I want to try, if possible, I'm not here to convince you. You feel how you want to feel, believe what you want to believe. But a lot of the people that, well, not a lot, well, some of the people, because I've talked to personal friends, some agree, some disagree. But when I said, like, oh, so did you even listen to the full phone call? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, you should listen to it. It might not change your mind, but you should listen to the call at least, you know? And a couple of things too, something else that I want to talk about before we get started. And there's like a couple of things to dismiss as well with the Ronni situation. If you guys could hit like, please, I'd appreciate that. Helps out the stream. Hopefully I can answer some questions for people. So first of all, with this, as far as, so we do, when we're doing live streaming and we're doing certain topics, we're doing open lines, open calls, right? People call in. We've had a lot of locals call in. They give information. One of those people was Megan, which people trashed Megan. They trashed her. Even on some other channels, I think Megan got trashed. They said that she's fake, she's not real, or whatever. Megan had messaged me on Facebook, and I seen her picture. I seen her profile. It's a legitimate profile. Not only that, Megan had shown me pictures of her daughter with Sammy, like they're friends or whatever. I'm not gonna post those kids' pictures up, but she did show me those pictures. So she got trashed and obliterated or whatever. And I heard somebody saying too, like, or some of the comments, they were like, oh, you just believe him because he called in, Ronni. Well, we're taking calls. But if it's something like this that gets serious, then, I mean, there's a few things. Like I saw his Instagram, I have his personal phone number, which reverse link back to his real name. I can't account for his story. I'm just taking the story, right? He's just telling me what happened. You know, you guys have to take what you believe from it. And I learned a long time ago too, that, you know, you sometimes have to give people like the benefit of the doubt, at least in the beginning or whatever, because there's been many times where I've done YouTube where had I not at least believed the person and then looked further, things wouldn't have turned out to be what it is. And so let me just give you one example. Because like people, there's a lot of new people here coming onto the channel. They think it's like some sort of first time shit. Like I've never done this before, or it's first time taking calls or whatever, or what, you know. I'll just do the, let me give one example here. Malia Davis, a lot of people probably don't know about the story, 2019. We were in the news at this point because I had an interview with Joe Vance. Okay, this guy, Joe Vance, he is the father of a killer, a guy that killed a little girl in Texas. How I got this interview, he emailed me. It started out with an email. I thought the email was a troll. Okay, he emailed me. I don't remember what time of night. I'll show you real quick. This is 2019 shit. Emailed me, and I'm like, there's no way. I'm Darian's dad. I was like, there's no way. This is like a troll or something. I almost wasn't going to respond. He just told me he liked my personality. He liked how I talk to people. He felt comfortable talking with me. He did no interview anywhere else. Okay. So I said, fuck it. I took a chance. Okay. And that's how it turned out to be. We did this interview in 2019 with the killer's father. That's what I mean. Like, in certain cases, just from my perspective, like you have to sometimes talk to people and then try to go through the routes of vetting if you can or whatever. Like, had I been like some of the mentality of these people, I would have never even spoken to this guy or had an interview with the killer's father. Like, literally, we were talking. The news was reaching out. Like, it was just intense. 2019, long time ago. So this is not the first time. I know people are like new and stuff. Oh my God. We've been doing this as far as like this type of stuff. But like there's nothing wrong with people thinking like maybe his story's not here or there or it's off or whatever. But I'm just saying that this is the kind of stuff that we do. ABC, this is 2019 stuff. Not only that, so I can't say who I got this audio from, but the same story, Malia Davis, the killer, right? Let's just say that somebody had reached out to me that knows the killer. And at that story too, I thought it was a troll. I was like, this can't be real. This is bullshit. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, let me talk to them. Let me just give them a chance or whatever. This person legitimately knows the killer. So much so that they got me a recorded phone call, this guy in jail. The only one that's out there.
Inmate telephone calls link. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation.
What's good? Nothing. Craig tried to jump you today at court.
He tried to.
We saw the chat real quick, and then I'll move on to the next thing. Just give me a
He
second.
tried to swing on me and stuff, but he couldn't hit me. I was bobbing and weaving. I had shackles and shit on. Yeah, they blow that shit up on the news. It seemed like he beat me up or something. He didn't judge me.
So why didn't they
Literal stuff that nobody got, but because this person just, I don't know, trusted me and liked me and whatever, we were able to do that. So that's why we kind of do things the way we do. If you've never, and I'm not saying I'm not going to be wrong or whatever, but I have to give people a chance. There's been so many, like this is just small examples, but there's been so many times that this has happened and I just give people a chance and I talk to them decently. Okay. One more example and then we'll get to the calls. Okay. I'm just giving people a chance to join. If you guys could hit like, please, I'd appreciate that. It really helps out the stream. And I'm not like a professional interviewer. I could definitely improve. I'm just a regular person, you know, but people seem to sometimes like and trust me. So we did this live stream. For the people that are watching now, some of you know that we like to watch interrogations. We did this interrogation with the Circle K killer. Okay. The guy that was accused of killing these people. White boy, Robert Alvarez. Literally towards the end of the live stream, I think what happened was his girlfriend was watching us, and she told the guy that I think he's in jail. She three-way called while he's in jail. Three-way called so we can talk to him. And I verified her because I checked her Instagram. I checked his Instagram. They follow each other. Like I wasn't able to verify as much as I did with the Malia Davis thing, but I just did what I could. And we're live. Like we're live. What am I gonna be like? No, don't call in. No, don't call in.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, it's me and him on the phone. Rob? This is Lauren. This is his wife.
Oh, Lauren. Okay, thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
Hey, Rob.
Yo, what's going on, world? What's going on, man?
Oh,
No, I don't think you're on yet.
Oh, I hear him. I hear him.
What the play is, man? Yeah, man, you already know, man. It's you heard me.
Oh, yo, that's wrong. And if you watch this interrogation, you hear him talk. It was a crazy ass interrogation, but you can hear his voice identical. It's the same guy, you know. So like, I know some people are kind of looking this from the outside in, like, oh my God, what's going? This it's not like new stuff that we've done. This has been for years or whatever. Robert, holy crap,
Yeah,
how you doing?
I'm holding it together right now, man. They got me behind the door, man, on 24-hour lockdown right now, man. So I mean, I'm going through it right now, man. But you know, I'm still fighting. I'm still trying to prove my innocence. You feel me? But yeah, that's basically what's going on, man. They got me dead to the wrong for nothing. I'm really wrong.
Okay, so I'll stop it at that. But I'm just giving you guys different examples. If I were to just shut people out, like a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. Okay, so before we get to the calls, and I see that somebody said Ronnie lied about his age. I think he just, I don't know. I think he confused the years. There's been times where I got my own age wrong. I didn't remember my own age. I couldn't tell you like 2012 how old was I. I'd have to pull out a calculator probably. I mean, whatever. Call me what you want. So okay, some of the things that I wanted to clear up real quick that I can dead it with the whole Ronnie situation. There's some people that think that like he's white or something like that. I don't know why that matters or whatever, but like, so for the obsession of that, I'm just going to show you one picture. I mean, all his stuff's on Instagram. I think people pulled up the wrong Instagram, but like, he's not white. Like, and the reason I'm getting to that, to the next thing, I've literally had people texting me and they're like, they said that they believe that he's Sammy's cousin. When that was put out, when that was said, I think it was tongue in cheek, but literally people are like DMing me. I literally got a text from another YouTuber. Let me tell you. I'm not going to say who, but well, not that one. That's a different text. So this text that this other YouTuber sent me, he said, I'm very curious about your overall thoughts. The way he responds to you seems like he was there. That's a legitimate, like, yo, I'm thinking that's kind of weird. The interview, which we're going to listen to, a lot of people have thought that. I can give that. People were telling me that they think like he's Sammy's cousin. He's not Sammy's cousin. He's not related to Sammy. You guys want me to slow the chat? It's 2,000 people and the chat's too fast. Okay, I can slow it down a little bit more. It's already slowed. 2,000 people. You want me to slow it more? Okay, I can do it. Let me do it. Let me do that real quick. I'll put it a little bit slower if you guys want it. So, okay, he's black. He's not white. For the people that are just lost on that or are obsessing about that. He's not related to Sam. Okay. The other thing, what was the other thing? Oh, people were saying maybe his name is not really Ronnie. I reverse looked up his phone number. It is linked to Ronnie. People were saying that he's not in the military. That's a lie. He's lied. He's the one that did it. He killed her, or he's a part of the ring and shit. Blah 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 blah. There is military pictures on his Instagram, multiple military pictures in this, or he was, or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly what he said, but there is. And whether you want to believe that or not, that's on you. Just trying to clear some of the crazy stuff. Oh, and then the other thing too, people were saying that, like, I heard because somebody commented in the live chat. Somebody told me that, hey Mel, is he like using a voice changer? I was like, a voice changer? Like, really? Like, people are really like, oh yeah, he's using a voice changer. I don't know. He's called in multiple times, and then even, which we're gonna watch now, he literally live streamed on Instagram going to the rec center and applying to like try to help search, or like, and he went to the town hall. I mean, if you can use a voice changer while live streaming on Instagram, maybe that's something I don't know about. But I'm just like, some of these people are just like, I don't know. And then he was being accused of being a drug addict. I've done drugs. I've had it in my videos, like my previous videos I've done that stuff before. So just all kinds of crazy stuff. I understand if people don't believe his story, you want to call it certain things or whatever. And then the other thing, let me get to this other thing real quick. So, Joe, I didn't know the internet was like this fucking like goddamn, like some dumb shit you have to like really clear up. Okay, the other thing. Let's see here real quick. Okay. I'm going to read these messages. And I'm going to leave out some of it. I'm not going to say everything. So Ronnie had told me in text earlier, he said he's getting death threats. His family is. And I haven't seen anybody call for that. I'll just be clear on that. Like, nobody's called for that from what I've seen. But I know how the internet is. There's some crazy people out there, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's true. And I asked him, like, well, how are you getting these death threats? And what he told me was that he said, messaging me and my wife through Instagram, because on his Instagram, his wife is tagged at the top. And let me tell you guys something else. So for people that are watching this live stream right now, you shouldn't be chatting in the chat with your full government name. You shouldn't. 101, like my tip to you guys, if you have your full government name in the chat, you might want to change that. Okay. Just advice. And it says I have her profile linked to my account. So they went to her as well. They threatened to slit my daughter's throats behind these no face profiles and threatening to raid her house. I told her to stay off social media. She's really freaking upset. And the police are getting involved. So like, I just want to say that if it's true, I just want to say that people out there that are like taking it to that level, it's not that serious to go and threaten somebody's life. Like, it's not that, like, the guy really does have a family. He really does have kids and stuff, however you feel. I just want to put that out there. And I think that's it. So, all right, let me start with the calls, playing them. You can feel how you want to feel. I'm not here to change your mind. I just hope that I could put out a little bit of the craziness of like whether he's black or white, blah, 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 or related to Sammy. People were saying that he's run the operation, that he's the one that did something to Kiely, like all this shit. I'm just like, wow, dude. Like, holy crap. All right, so let me play this. Hey, fix the volume. This is the first call. Out loud.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? Ronnie?
What's up, Mel? How you doing?
Hey, good. Thank you for reaching out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Give me 1 second. I'm
sure.
going downstairs so I can talk privately.
Okay. All right. Let me fix this here.
Okay, cool. Got it. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I had two cousins. They go to Sierra College, and that's in Roseville. Basically, they're like Rockland, Roseville area. And they were going up to that party. They heard about it. And they had some other friends going with them, but they're around like 27, 28 years old. They're older. And so there's a lot of older dudes there. And so I asked them if they knew her, and they said they saw her there. And she was just like, laughing.
So I'm going to try to really pay attention to the words, because a lot of times when I'm streaming, I'm looking at the chat, blah, blah, blah. So see what we got going on here.
And so there's a lot of older dudes there. And so I asked them if they knew her, and they said they saw her there. And she was just like, laughing, going from group to group talking. And they didn't make nothing of it. But she was talking to, I guess, a bunch of people. Like, she was just walking around talking to everybody. And they said at the party, a lot of people were doing shrooms, cocaine, drinking, and all that. And I was like, yeah, but that's kind of normal, though, because,
right.
a lot of, honestly, in Cali, in the area I'm at, everyone does cocaine. Like, all the younger kids at school, under 18, where like they all just buy cocaine from some old dude who lives in some apartment complex, and they buy coke and they do it with their friends.
And by the way, like, this account of like what happens around there, he's not the only person that called. Like, we literally did like 2, 3 hour, 4 hour streams of multiple people calling. And there was even one lady that called and said like her son has friends that went to the party. And this one lady even said that a 40-year-old, I don't know what a 40-year-old is doing at that party, but supposedly a 40-year-old went to that party.
Friends, and but that's kind of normal around here. So I wasn't really surprised about that. And so I asked them, I said, did you guys see anything weird going on? I was like, was anyone like looking at her phone? Like, nah, everyone was just chill, but everyone was kind of messed up, and so was she. And then I asked, I was like, well, how drunk was she? And they're like, well, she was like stumbling around, like, she wasn't walking around like, oh yeah, I'm tipsy, I'm cool. She was pretty drunk. Like,
yeah. So stumbling around.
If she would have been driving around, she would have been swerving easily swerving. So there was no way she could have drove. And that's basically all I knew.
So from what I take from this part, I could be wrong. It seemed like they assumed that she was drunk because she was stumbling around, barely able to be whatever.
From that, and then they told me like there was some other stuff, but they can't really talk about it. But that's basically all that they knew, is that like she was really drunk, and there was tons of drugs there. Like, not just drinking. People weren't just drinking; they were doing blow openly. Like, everyone was doing blow together. Like, going over to a group of people, you sit down, break a line, and it was like that. And it wasn't just a teen party. There was a lot of adults there. It wasn't some no.
Because they were saying it was like a high school thing, you know. So, but
yeah, there was a lot of high school kids there, but there was a lot of like mid-20s, like dudes who were still in college because they went to college later. You know, like you know, probably been out of school for a minute, went back to, and then they heard about this party, but. Yeah, there was, it wasn't just teens. There was a dudes way older there.
Wow.
That's why it was kind of crazy that they were just saying it's a teen party. Okay, well, you had a bunch of dudes there that were way older than 16 years old. There's 26, 28, 29-year-olds there.
Did they see her leave, or no? They just saw her.
No, no. My buddies, they kick it. We all kick it with the same group because I hang out with my cousins all the time. They're good dudes, but they went there to. Like, I can't really say their names, but they went there to have a good time and do what was there, and that's what they do. But they didn't kick her with her like that, but they saw her, and they left. I think around like 10:30, 11. So she stayed later than them, but they didn't.
They left around 10:30 or 11. Okay. Because I know a lot of people were talking about the 10:30 time, but he said 10:30 or 11.
Say like they did tell me that they didn't see her wearing a sweatshirt at that time. They didn't see her wearing a sweatshirt.
Did they see her in a tank top, like the black?
Yeah,
spaghetti?
She was wearing the bodysuit. Yeah, she was wearing the same outfit, but they didn't see her wearing no sweatshirt. So that's all I know though.
And do you know if they so real quick too? That's kind of important. So they didn't see her wearing a sweatshirt, which again, we've talked about that it's weird that they put out the white hoodie. There was the black one, then the white hoodie. Sammy, none of the friends mentioned that, nor supposed the cousin. So, I mean, at one point, was she wearing this white hoodie?
We're in the same outfit, but they didn't see her wearing no sweatshirt. So that's all I know, though. And
do you know if they, did they see anybody, creepy out there? Do people hook up out there, right there in the woods, too? Do they...
Oh, I can't say that people... It's hard to explain. Okay. So when kids go out there, because I've been out there. I've partied in Tahoe. I don't party as much anymore because I got 3 kids now. But I know when they go out there, a lot of kids go out there. They don't go out there with the drugs. They don't go out there with the shrooms. They usually bring the alcohol. They get alcohol.
Repeat that again.
When kids go out
there in the woods too, do they?
I can't say that people. It's hard to explain. Okay. So when kids go out there, because I've been out there. I've partied in Tahoe. I don't party as much anymore because I got 3 kids now. But I know when they go out there, a lot of kids go out there. They don't go out there with the drugs. They don't go out there with the shrooms. They usually bring the alcohol. They get alcohol. The dudes who come out there, the older guys, they have the shrooms and the cocaine. And then the kids go hang out with that group, the older dudes, because they're giving them the blow and hooking them up with stuff that they can't afford because they don't really got the money for it. Because cocaine's pretty expensive. Right. And so you would go hang out with those group do blow, then there'd be another group who has cocaine. And most of the guys, they always want to give it to the girls.
And it's being offered for free because they want the company and stuff.
Yeah, for free. They're giving you free lines, but then they want you to kick it with them. You know, oh, hey, come do a line with me. Come do a line with me. You know, that's how it goes. Those are how those parties are.
Right.
So there's no telling what could happen, but I do know for a fact she was messed up. That is a fact. So if they try to word it nicely, oh yeah, she was she was shit faced.
Damn. And I wonder, was it just alcohol? Was it possibly substances? Tripping or whatever.
Oh, it's definitely a mixture. I can't say for sure if she participated, but that's what was there for a fact. That's what it was for. That's why everyone went. And you're probably having different groups of people bringing their type of cocaine. So then they're all sharing amongst each other,
Right.
Yeah, but that's how that party was.
Yeah, man. All right, well, thanks. Let me see the chat real quick if there are any other questions. So your cousins, they left around. So the argument that some people are making that they believe he was there, I can understand why people feel that or feel that type of way. When I first took this call, I was just taking it as he's giving in the account or trying to give the account of his cousins or whatever. 10:30 or something like that.
Yeah, they left. She was still there, but I asked them if they saw her before they left, and they didn't.
Oh, okay. Damn, yo. And Did they see? I don't know if you asked them like if they saw any creepy people out there or
Oh
creepy
yeah,
vibes.
no. It's okay. Like to me, if I went out there now, like let's say if I went out there and I saw some older dudes and I knew a girl was 16, 17, and he's like, "Come do a line with me," I would think that's fucking creepy alone itself. Like, dude, why do you want to do a line with her? She's like 10 years younger than you. She's a minor. But when you basically decide to go out to that party, it's like all bets are off. Like everyone's okay with it. You know what I mean? So nobody would look at it as creepy, but on the outside looking in, you would think it's creepy.
Right.
And someone said, "What does blow mean?" Blow is cocaine. So coke.
Okay. They're saying somebody said if she got there at 10. Well, over here, this one note they said around 10. This here one note says 9:45 to 10. I don't know. But somebody said, how could she have been wasted already? I mean, I don't know. A lot of people pregame sometimes too. We don't know what she did before she got there either.
Yeah, she was drinking pretty much the whole time. Like that's when I know when they saw her early in the day. I can ask them a specific time and I can call back when they.
Yeah, and the earlier the day thing, that's questionable too. And I think I asked them about that
when they saw her like that.
Like what? You said they saw her earlier in the day.
Yeah, and she was drunk.
What do you mean earlier in the day?
Like before they left, like because they left around like 10:30 or 11. So before that, like I would guess like around 8 or 9, she was already drunk.
Because supposedly she had gotten there around 9. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
9:30, something like that. 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sammy got there around 9. Kiely got there like supposedly 9:45 to 10. And have the cousins
so when
spoke
they saw
to
her, she was drunk.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, but I asked them, I was like, did you guys know her? Like, were you guys friends with her? But they had no type of connection with her whatsoever. Like nothing. But yeah, but for sure, those other drugs were definitely there. So 100% fact, those drugs were there. So
damn.
I don't know if she participated, but it'd be unfortunate if she did because with cocaine you can't tell what it's laced with because a lot of the coke out here is not pure cocaine. It's laced. It's laced with something. So it's just,
right.
You're not getting pure coke. And then if you're combining that with maybe doing some shrooms or drinking, smoking weed, taking dabs, whatever.
Oh, dabs! Oh my god!
Jacked up.
Why didn't even tell me about dabs? Yeah, dabs. Ooh, if I tried that one time, Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't even tell that story.
Another thing too. When people come up here because I stay in close to.
And another thing, let me show this real quick to you guys, because hopefully you can kind of keep an open mind or whatever. Let me show this. Somebody just sent me this. Mag said Kiely was drunk too, and she was only there for 10 minutes. So for a lot of the people too saying that like, well, if the time that the cousins were there wasn't that long and the time that Kiely was there, like how could she be drunk and plastered by that time, right? Let me show you this screenshot. Okay. Okay. Let me just read this to you and then we'll continue. All right. Give me a second. Okay. Hours before the statement session, about 280 volunteers gathered at the TCRC for a search. Rodney's, let me fix myself here. Rodney's friend Magdalene Larson, Mags, who was one of the organizers, said the oldest of the two was not in the right stage to drive herself that day. We know there's no way she could have gotten herself out of there if she was drunk. The roads in and out are too hard. With how drunk she was, she wouldn't have been able to navigate them. Mags, the friend that was only there for 10 minutes, is saying with how drunk she was, she wouldn't have been able to get out, to navigate them, to get out of there, whatever. I mean, believe what you want. I'm not trying to, I'm just presenting the bits of information that I can get. With how drunk she was, she wouldn't have been able to navigate them. That's the friend that was only there for supposedly, allegedly 10 minutes. All right. Let me continue. And that's why I brought up pre-gaming. I know, because it's possible. I know friends that used to do that. I used to do that. You know, I don't know.
Area, I'm really close to it.
Mm.
There's a dispensary.
And if it's other drugs too, coke doesn't take that long to hit you.
Right off the freeway where I live. And when people go up there, they stop at the dispensary and they buy hell of stuff there, and then they go up there and they use it. So you have a lot of stuff you can stop by on the way there, and you just get dragged up in the woods.
Wow.
So.
And one more thing too, like, because there was a video clip that we saw, and there was I guess the friend had said that, like, you know, there were some guys there that, like, I guess, like, were kind of forcibly making her smoke a bong or whatever, or take bong rips. About 5 guys. I mean, is that, like, I mean, I don't know. Are guys, like, pursuing the girls there, or, like, are any weird, or are they just, hey, there's all these drugs, and the girls are just kind of willingly, kind of, hey, let's party, have fun. Like, there's, like, predator types out there.
What it is basically, like, if you got a bunch of older dudes there, a lot of these older dudes who are doing the drugs or that got connections for it. So then I think they do they don't necessarily force it on them, but they're like, hey, do you want to do some coke? And they're like, yeah, let me tell my friends. And then she gets 2 more of her friends. And then he's like, oh, I got the attention of these girls. And then he's just having a good time getting them to do more coke, giving them free coke and all that. But he's looking at it as like, oh, I'm getting the attention from these females,
right.
No matter how old they are. So they take advantage of that, especially when they have connections for it. So
Out there?
What it is,
willingly kind of, hey, let's party, have fun. Like, there's, like, predator types out there.
What it is basically, like, if you got a bunch of older dudes there.
To me, too, when I'm listening to this, he's giving his, like, experiences from the past. I mean, if you want to take it that he was there, you can. But that doesn't sound too far-fetched either. Like, older guys at a party with drugs, supplying it to maybe some people that are interested and don't want to pay for it. Or
a lot of these older dudes who are doing the drugs or that got connections for it. So then,
yeah, it's from the area. He lives there.
They don't necessarily force it on them, but they're like, hey, do you want to do some coke? And they're like, yeah, let me tell my friends. And then she gets 2 more of her friends. And then he's like, oh, I got the attention of these girls. And then he's just having a good time getting them to do more coke, giving them free coke and all that. But he's looking at it as like, oh, I'm getting the attention from these females,
right.
No matter how old they are. So they take advantage of that, especially when they have stuff they want to have a party, because it's a party. They're all going to want to do it.
Mm-hmm. So
when they have something everyone else wants, it's like, oh, well, come hang out with me. I'll give it to you. So, yeah, it is kind of like, it's dirty. It's a dirty thing. And that's what was really sad is that a lot of the dudes there were older. They weren't young like that. So.
And let me ask you this. I don't know if you know. Do you know how how did the event, like, did somebody host the event, and how did word spread out? Because I heard, like, it was like Snapchat or like. Just Me says, if she was drunk, as what people are saying, could she have sent such a coherent text to her mom, or have the presence of mind to text her that she'll be home soon, etc.? I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know. I've been drunk and sent coherent messages, and I've also sent messed up messages, or maybe that wasn't even her that sent the message. Who knows? We don't, like, there's so little that we know. Like Brian Laundrie texting on Gabby's phone or whatever to the parents or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. But the whole drunk account, it's not just Ronni. I mean, if you don't want to, it's also Mags, it's also Sammy. It's like all these lists of people saying that she was drunk, too much to drive.
Oh yeah, so I asked my cousins how they heard about it, and they said it started going around Sierra College like maybe a month or 2 before it happened, before the party went down, and they heard about it from other people on campus, and they're saying, hey, you gonna go? And then they got the address, and they just planned to go. It just spread word everywhere. Like, they were hearing about it. I didn't know about the whole possible people coming from San Francisco. I don't know about that, but I do know it hit all the way in Sierra College, which is about maybe an hour and a half from Tahoe.
And hit how? So, like social media?
No, they found out at the school. Like, they didn't even have to get on social media. They had people talking about it at the school before they even found out about it through social media. Like, people were talking about it on campus.
Wow.
That's how they found out about it.
Wow. Okay.
And no, I was not there. No, my wife would kill me.
All right, and let me see. I think that's it. Unless there's anything else. Do you know if they?
More question?
they reported it to the you know, that they saw her.
Yeah. They've already spoken with the police and told them everything they know, but there wasn't much that they could have said that was different than many other people there, because a lot of the people there just said, yeah, I saw her around, because she was, like they told me, they said when they did see her, she was.
Olivia says, why no one else coming forward from the party? That's a good question, but you could also look at this situation and be like, yeah, probably that's why. You know, I don't know. But yeah, at least as far as like reporting it to the police, and maybe they have, maybe we just don't know. People that have been at the party, maybe they reported tips that we don't know about. Just like the video of her in that white sweatshirt. You know, I guess that had to be from somebody at the party. They're just not going to speak publicly. Imagine if they spoke publicly, what would happen? Right?
She was walking back and forth. Like, she was talking to this person, talking to that person, talking like, so they just kind of figure, oh, she has a lot of friends, you know, but if she didn't know those people, well, she sure acted like it, or she was friendly, you know?
Olivia has a question. She was asking, because there are conflicting numbers of how many attendees were there. How many people do you think were there?
Oh, my cousin said there was at least over 300 people there.
Okay.
Like it was packed. That's why it's like, and there was a bunch of kids there. Like, there was a bunch of kids from school there, but like it was mixed with older adults who had the drugs. And my cousins, I'm just gonna say.
And the other thing too, like I was saying earlier, because people were saying like, oh, you know, the military is fake, and blah 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 blah. These people are literally going in on a military guy. I was like, damn. I mean, not that somebody in the military can't do something wrong, but like, you know, I don't want to do this shit, but just like, I feel like if I can squash some of the stuff, I can squash it. If I can, you know, you don't have to believe me. You can disagree. You can say what you want. And like I said, I understand why some people are questioning things. Nothing wrong with that. But if there's stuff that I can be like, well, no, because the people are just running kind of crazy with some shit that's just so untrue. It's like, yo, you know, like, no, it's not true. Why don't you just focus on, you know, what he said instead of like all this shit?
We're one of the older group that had the stuff, and my cousins are 25 and 26 years old.
Wow.
So they came there with it.
So my cousins, this is the other thing that people pointed out.
Older group that, I'm just going to say, we're one of the older group that's mixed with older adults who had the drugs. And my cousins, I'm just going to say, we're one of the older group that had the stuff. And my cousins are 25 and 26 years old.
Wow.
So they came there with it. Other people did too. So then you start swapping, you're hanging out with other people, and they're like, oh, you got this? Yeah, you want some? Come over here. There you go.
Right.
There's a lot of people there, so it's kind of hard to keep track of one person. Like, everyone's kind of...
So, yeah, his cousins were there, and it seems like he's saying they had stuff. So...
mingling amongst each other so you can get lost in the crowd. And I don't know if anyone was really paying attention to her like that, but it's sad that it happened. That's crazy. But it is crazy how there was that many people there and no one saw a thing.
Yeah.
Saw her leave.
Nobody's really...
Or nothing. That I just don't believe that. I know somebody had to see her leave. Because my cousins were telling me they think that, but based off how drunk they saw her,
yeah,
that they think that she couldn't have drove, so she passed out in her car, like went to sleep in her car, maybe someone got in her car, or she asked for a ride, someone to drive her car for her.
Which a lot of people have thought that she might have asked for a ride, or like when they were all sitting in the car, Sammy, Kiely, and the other people that we don't even know about, that maybe it was those other people or something, like who we just don't know.
Like, there was no way she could have drove. Like, that would have been asking for an accident. That's how drunk she was. Like, there's no way she could have gotten in the car and be like, okay, I'm only 10 minutes away. And like, no, there was no way. She was pretty drunk.
Damn, man. And that's what the friend was saying too. That like, kind of like, there's no way she could have driven by herself, like the vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's basically all I got, though. All
right. Thank you, man. I appreciate the call and the information.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm going to keep tuning in. I appreciate you. Love your show. Appreciate the coverage as well, and hopefully something good can come out of this.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Okay. So that was the first call. That was an interesting call. We can open up the lines. Okay, so I'm going to skip to the second call now. And I just think so that everybody can hear all the calls. There's a lot of people that I've seen commenting on it or talking about it in the chat and stuff. Some of these people haven't even watched the entire thing. Maybe they feel like they don't need to. 13802. Okay, right here. And again, just so people understand, because they were like, well, why did he call in 3 times or 4 times or whatever it was? And why did he? A lot of people in the chat were asking him to call back. When you get a call like that, it's like, yeah, let's talk some more. Let's get some more information. A lot of people are like, yo, Ronnie, where you at, Ronnie? The chat's asking them. And a lot of the times we have people call back multiple times on the channel. It's not that weird. Let me call Ronnie first, I think, and then I'll call the other 2 people back. And I still think this is going to turn out to be something. I don't know yet. I don't think it's going to be like a foul play thing. I mean, I could be wrong. Just guessing.
Hello? Oh, hello.
Hey, how you doing, man? It's Ronnie.
What's up, man?
Bro, what happened, man? Bonafide says, why doesn't his cousins call and talk, iCkEdMeL, since they were actually there and witnessed it? I think some of those reasons might be obvious, but I'll give you what Ronnie's response to that, because I saw you guys asking that. And I asked him myself earlier. Let me just tell you guys while I have it here. Okay. Okay, I said, okay, you think your cousins would be interested in telling the story? He said, I'll message them, but I doubt it. They don't want to get blasted like I am for speaking, especially since they don't know much about her to get involved, about her personally, I guess. I got a hold of one and he will not get on. I asked if he could talk about what he did know, and he said he knows nothing of substance and only bad can come from this. He doesn't know her personally, nor has any idea what happened to her. That's the reply that I got from that. Let me get the super chats real quick. Tashia, thank you so much for the super chat. Maria, thanks for the super chat. Kelsey, maybe his cousins have the video and he saw what was going on. You never know. Lisa, thanks for the super chat as well. Says, Mel, buy your twin a mega pint for real. My twin. And also Athena, no decent person leaves a friend drunk without a drive home. Sammy is despicable at best and covering for something. Mean girl. I don't know. What are you guys thinking in the chat so far? I'm going to play this thing. The rest of this. People trying to say you were there, you were at the party and stuff.
Oh my God. I was just laughing because I was like, you know what? That's what's funny, because like I'm from this area, and I was like, it's always the ones who don't live in this area who are trying to act like, oh, I can't believe that stuff's happening. Like, it's really common out here. Like, there's parties every weekend with that stuff going on. Like, you'd be surprised how much it's considered normal out here for people to be doing that type of stuff.
Right. Hey, what I was going to ask you too, were there tents there at this place? I don't know if your cousin told you, like, do people were sleeping there and stuff like that, or?
I did not ask about tents.
Okay.
I did not, and my cousins didn't stay there. They didn't stay. So.
And why do you think, if you had a guess or your thoughts, why people aren't really? And so I asked him about tents because somebody in the chat was asking about that, and he said he didn't get to ask his cousins about that.
They didn't stay, so.
And why do you think, if you had a guess or your thoughts, why people aren't really talking?
Oh, that's easy. Like,
what's that?
Because for one, there's older dudes there. So a lot of them don't want to get in trouble. And a lot of these dudes were in possession of stuff they would get in trouble for giving it to people, for giving it. Like, if you're 24 or 25 years old.
Yo, Bean Feather said press conference on the Ronnie calls.
And you're hanging around a 16-year-old, even if you don't know she's 16. I'm just using her as an example because she was 16. But remember, like, her friend was 18. So it's not to be, there's some people that are just older. But if you have like a 25, 26-year-old.
I'm live.
And you happen to give a 16, 17-year-old that type of stuff, you're going to be in trouble.
Right.
So I think that's stopping a lot of people from coming in because they don't want to get hemmed up on drug charges or anything like that. for supplying drugs and stuff to minors. So
Right. That makes
that's
sense.
why that's what I really think it is. I think for some of the dudes who were there who had, because a lot of people went there in groups, like a lot of people went there with like 10, 11, 12 people. And my cousins, based off what my cousins do, because my cousins, they always hang out together. They went there in like a RAV4, like a new RAV4 they drove down there. They had like 4 of the people with them. And so it was like 6 of them. And when they got there, they had their own stuff. They were doing their stuff together, but people start sharing amongst each other. But once
And that whole bringing substances and sharing, that's, I mean, just not that crazy. Like, I've been to Club Space in Miami back in the day. We used to bring our own stuff, or sometimes if you need to, you can get it there. I mean, this is kind of different because it's like this supposed high school, whatever this is. It's kind of strange, but like in space, they would do the same thing. I mean, I don't know if some people have never experienced that, have never been out to like clubs like that or done that, but it's not really that crazy.
you're in that little tight group circle, you're just like, hey, bro, we didn't give none of this to nobody else. You know, like it was just us.
It's different though with kids. Like that's kind of like, that is weird. I mean, I don't know.
You know, that's so I think a lot of people are keeping hush because a lot of them might have just been drinking and they're comfortable coming out saying, yeah, we were drinking, because maybe they didn't do nothing else. But a lot of them will not come out because they were either supplying the drugs or they gave drugs.
You guys know Space? Who knows Club Space?
To someone they weren't supposed to. So
Okay.
but
Makes sense.
but what I'm saying is, but even then, I agree that it's messed up. I think it's wrong, but nobody out there is going out there ID checking people. You're not having dudes going out there saying, "How old are you?" before I give you this code. Like no one's doing that.
Right.
No, everyone's just high and having fun and all that. But when the cops get involved or something like this, then everything changes. And I do think they should come out and say something, but I can't make people do that. There's over 300 people there. Like there's some dudes you're never gonna find out were there. You know, so
Okay.
that's basically it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you calling back, and thank you for just sharing that information with us, man.
Oh yeah, tell your chat to lay off me.
Yeah, the chats like this, savage, man. They're rough.
All right, this is it.
Yeah, those people having questions and criticizing too before, so it's not surprising that it's just now on a bigger level. But I figured I could come on live and at least play all the calls for you. So, I mean,
Hello, bro.
no, you're good, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All
All right, bye. Okay, I'm gonna call these 2 other people back. I think I figured out. All right, so let's go to the other one now. We got those 2 calls. Now, this is the one. Okay, so this is the whole Instagram thing where he literally drove out to the rec center. I think we got some of it on the live stream. I'll start playing it for you guys now. And this is for the voice changer thing. I feel like it's kind of dumb that we have to, like, as far as like the voice changer stuff and all that. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I can understand the call, the audio, people thinking this, that, or like this doesn't add up. I can understand that. But like some of the other stuff, I'm like, really? I don't know. Here. Okay.
Okay. I see a search and rescue car down there.
Wait
a second.
Hey, look at the team pulling up.
Sure
Look at the team pulling up.
Okay. Let's see.
Let it be. Oh man, he might be having connection problems. Bianca, fastened. You gotta excuse me. You know I can't read. The voice changer thing. It's Illuminati. Damn. Fast forward a little bit. And by the way, like somebody like calling in or like somebody sending us videos, that's not a strange suspect thing either. We have people that call into the channel that support, that share their stuff, whether it's publicly or privately. Like Xana May sent me some interesting stuff, which I'll probably do on a regular stream, not on this one. But she sent me some video feed of her out there. Like that's not like some sort of like suspect, evil, malicious. Like people do it all the time. So he drove out there.
Oh,
hey.
Damn it.
Mark Colton, Wandering Workbench. There he is. Look, he is. Somebody told me they were saying voice changer.
Here. This is the rec center. All right.
Hey, he went to the rec center.
Go around.
Jeanette.
Okay. Let me get out my car in a minute. I'll find where I can go. I'm in the park. Go see how I can.
For the people with the voice changer thing, I don't know. Maybe there's something you could do it on Instagram Live that I don't know about. But for the people that think that, you know, hopefully this mods that. Get the dude George.
Get started with this.
They can move on with life or whatever. Get him out of here. It's crazy. Don't use the Lord. Oh, cancel.
I think this is the area where they're all meeting up. I believe. So.
Ronnie doesn't have a channel. He does have an Instagram though. I put the link in the description. It's the name you see right here. That's his. You can look him up by typing that. RON_JZ_.
Okay, let's go.
They're trying to cancel you, man.
Let's go. All right.
Okay, we're here. We did it.
Let's go.
Najee, what's up, man?
Okay.
Hey. Oh, let's watch it. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. Take a little visual. Spreading mad false. Oh, is it really?
Hey, quick question. I wanted to help out with the search. Do you know where they're possibly searching at? I used to hang out in this area a lot, and I wanted to see if I could help out.
The searching coordinators are all over on the other side of the parking lot.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So just head over there. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So should I drive over there? Is it quicker or just? Is it fine? Just walk over there. Yeah. Cool. Appreciate it. All right. So they're all pretty much on the other side of the building. Cool. All right.
It's a voice changer.
It's really nice out here, especially during summer.
Yeah, sometimes the voice does sound different when you're talking on the phone. Some people's voices, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever, recording, whatever. Hey, everybody's joining over there.
Okay.
What happened at the Presser with Harmony? Did it just declare it a homicide, or?
Do you know where people are meeting up at?
Yeah, it's right over there.
Over there? Yeah. All right, thanks, man.
Oh, look, media right there.
All right, so I guess it's down here. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
That's not his last name, Christy.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Because nothing like this really happens out here like that. Like someone disappearing. Doesn't happen that much out here. Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, they do got a whole setup there. Yeah. Some RVs. I don't know if the RVs are part of it. Maybe. Does look like it. Okay, why are there two Mels on the screen? Caddy, why would you live stream an attempt to help find somebody? There's a bunch of videos on Twitter. There's a bunch of people on YouTube that have done that. So I guess you'd have to ask like thousands of people why they would do that. I don't know.
I was wondering how I could help in any way. I had two cousins who went to the party. So.
Yep. Hang on just a second, okay? As soon as she's off the phone.
Hey, for the people calling Ronnie a liar.
Stay right here. There's one other person that I want you to talk to if she's available for her.
He's showing up. Lisa.
So we have
Yo, they might. SLR? They might. They're probably watching. Somebody's in the trailer over there watching. He's a plant. Get him out of here. I don't know, man. I think there's one more. Let me see. There's one more call too, or well, yeah, there's one more.
What time is it?
4:58.
Where the cousin's at? Oh, I don't know.
So are you looking to help give information or just help volunteer?
But like, I know a little bit,
Okay.
and I know the area well.
Okay. So that's just hang on.
Okay. Thank you, Dig. So let me just, I guess, address this real quick. So they were saying that Ronnie had alcohol in the passenger side, and so now people are losing their minds, and so now we gotta pause for a second. He's getting canceled again for like the 10th time. Okay, so they say he had alcohol. Let's see. Is this the screenshot you guys are talking about? Hold on. So is that what they were trying to? There's another conspiracy now, whatever. Okay, so now he has alcohol inside, right? They're saying that's Armor All. That's not alcohol on the side. I mean, this is why people. I mean, why would anybody come forward and talk or anything? Oops, my bad. Took that away. Too many windows. Yeah. I don't know. Is that what it is? Oh, is that Gorilla Glue? Maybe it's Gorilla Glue. I don't know. Can we agree that's not alcohol and just move on, yo? Like, oh my God. Can we just move on? Oh my God. Got him. All right. So we'll just move on from that. On to the next one.
Okay. And then, so all the people that will be able to, we'll get it.
My phone's like 95% charged. They were asking about it.
Being able to work directly with the teams. Okay, I have a little bit of time.
Yeah, they got a nice setup out there. So tough. Oh my God, yo. Thank you so much for sending me that screenshot, because I was gonna let it just go. But Jesus.
I'm Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie.
Nice to meet you.
I'm looking for Anne or Allison, and I don't list her, so that's why if you see her.
It's insane.
But I know she's over there. Just looked over. Would you wander over and just see if you see her? I didn't see her.
Were people already like sent out to look and stuff?
They show up about 10 in the morning.
They do?
Yeah, and then start going out for the day.
Oh, it's kind of late over there now,
and there's
right?
a community meeting at 5:30.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we need a meeting.
Okay, we'll just wait.
So isn't it at
5:30 in the gym. Yeah, and Mom has a national interview and I need my phone back. So Denise could wait a little.
Yeah, it's not that what Stephanie said. I'm not sure what it is with these people.
Yeah, so this, I want to introduce you. This guy wanted to help. He had two cousins who were at the party. So I'm trying to find you, Allison, and to see
I agree,
what
Esco.
he wants to share with you, as well as he just wants to volunteer. Like, I don't know who to send him to if he has information.
Yeah.
I don't know who the right person is.
The right person, I mean, you could share that with me if you wanted to share with law enforcement.
And you're recording just
Instead of
for...
Oh, you're recording?
because I know I'm not showing any faces.
That's okay.
But I'm doing it for like just like awareness and like some people out there, and then I want to be able to document the stuff I look at and basically have a bunch of people can learn about the situation.
Yeah, and if you have stuff about the party, who is it that he's supposed to contact?
Well, you can go to the hotline and you can leave that, or you can do the...
Over here?
Yeah, and then there's Placer
Thank
County,
you. I just
email that you can share it with.
Okay.
Or they're going to be here tonight, so you could find one of them.
Got it. Okay. So, okay. Hello. So, I had a couple cousins who went to the party.
So for the other people, for the people wondering about reporting it, I mean, he said he did, or his cousins did, or he did, or whatever. You know, I don't know what I can tell you, but like, there's no way for us to like that I know of verify. He did walk up to this place wanting to report it as well. Take that how you want to take it. I don't know. He did speak to the reporter too and gave them the information. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you want to think, some people think it's clout. I don't know. Whatever.
He's recording, just, you know.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna show you who you are. I had a couple cousins that went. They didn't interact with her, with Kiely. They didn't interact with her, but I do know there was cocaine there.
Okay, so we're going to take this offline. Not off that line, but off this line. So basically what you can do is you can fill out this paperwork right here. If that makes it better for you, you can share what that is. Or you can go, to get there faster, you go to the hotline. If you feel like that's not fast enough for you, you can go to the sheriff under Tahoe Invest Tips.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And
so like, there was a lot of different things that happened. That 18-minute call, that's just the one call of that happened, you know, but there's like streams of hours and stuff, so that's why I kind of time stamped so people could see the rest of it if they're interested.
On the show, because I don't want people just to start sending stuff that's not true, so I'm not showing. I can get it myself.
Yeah, so
but
do
you
that.
have anything I can like take myself so I have that information?
Yeah.
You have, like,
Do you want to stop recording?
Yeah.
I'd be mad if I was his cousin. Probably so. I probably would be too. Probably, maybe if this thing blew up, maybe they didn't know it was gonna blow up. I'd probably be upset too. I guess they don't want him recording. Yo, this is what I'm gonna do because I have to head out. I'm gonna pass the buck. So they cut it out. He was gonna give him from this channel's for clearing Ronni. No, I'm just giving. You know what's weird is like when you tell somebody or you give them this information or whatever, and they just watch snippets, and then you offer like, hey, do you want to watch the whole video? They don't want to watch the whole video. Why? You know, so I'm presenting you all the audio calls. Thank you for the super chat, Low Press. I'm presenting you all the audio calls. You can make your own decision. I was dispelling some of the ridiculous stuff that I wouldn't even think you would have to dispel, some of the, like, whether he's black or white, or he's using a voice changer, or whether he was in the military, like all this ridiculous stuff that like we should just focus on the call if that's your main focus, and then on Kiely, but we have to sit here because the entire whatever is like on this shit. Yeah. So let me, okay. Press conference. Okay, that was that. Okay, so this was I think the day after. This was another call. Over there. Okay, Kiely Rodni. Yeah. See, a lot of people, they won't even listen to the call. Rodni.
Hello?
Hey, man, how you doing?
What's up, man? I went outside.
Everybody was asking. Everybody was asking for you. They've asked him to come on. Everybody was asking for you, man. They wanted to talk and kind of hear what happened earlier. I saw a little bit of what you were doing.
Yeah, so there wasn't really too much going on with that. They're not really the investigations and stuff. Like they're happening at like 10 a.m. and till 5 p.m. So there was really nothing I can do.
Oh,
at
okay.
that point.
Did you go to the town hall?
Yeah.
How was that? Like, was there a meeting and stuff?
Yeah, it was nothing new though.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Like, but that, what was it? The last girl who was talking, and you know how she was talking about like the party areas and like how the police didn't hear and all that.
Yeah.
Well, when you go to the campground and you park your car there, they have the sites. Like the sites are like right in front of you, but that's not where people party at. They like the people will be chill in the parking lot hanging out, but you go, there's a dirt road. Like once you go through the campsites and you walk through that dirt road and it takes you to a clearing. and that clearing is where like everyone sits around and drinks. And
again, this is not like a secret or mystery. They've talked about this. This is the sanctuary, that it's not exactly at the prostitute campground. It's like a little bit off. But I think people might have saw that and like
all that stuff, and it's kind of out in the cuts. So you have a good space from other people to where they wouldn't necessarily hear noise. You know what I mean? So you have a quiet, secluded spot where people can get rowdy.
Oh.
And you know when you talk about the fight night thing? Okay.
Yeah.
This is funny because the fight night thing actually started in Auburn. Fight night started in Auburn. And it was back in 2012.
And this fight night thing, there was other callers. Ronnie's not the only single person that called the entire several hours of streaming that we've done. There was other people that called and talked about, like, yeah, the fighting stuff does happen out there. That's like apparently a normal thing out there.
And we would go up to Auburn, and there's a place called ARD, and we would bare knuckle fight. Like we would have like the dudes who thought were the toughest in school, and you would bare knuckle fight until like one of them said, all right, enough, and see who's the toughest who's there. And then it started branching out, and people started doing it in SAC and all. So it's not even, new to hear that. Like when she said like, oh yeah, we're fighting up there.
This is Ronnie.
Yeah, they probably are doing fight night with like friends, just friendly fights and all that. But there are dudes up there probably really getting down, like real fights. Because I do know about the rivalries that she was talking about up there with different groups. That is true up there. And
so that is a thing, the rivalry thing, because people were kind of.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That's true.
Okay.
So yeah, you got people up there fighting all that, and the drug thing is crazy because it's like when she was saying the 40-year-olds, like I didn't know about them.
40-year-old.
I didn't know about a 40-year-old.
She said she knew a 40-year-old. So the 40-year-old thing, it must have been in this live stream. I'll clip it for another one. But there was a lady that literally called in and she says she knows a 40-year-old that was at this party, and she lives in the area. That's crazy. That went out there, God.
Bro, I don't know about that. That's crazy because like I remember I went to a party and it was dudes around my age. We were like 21, 22, and we were like we're all that age. And I remember a dude showed up to that party. And he looked like he was like 45, 46, and he got his ass knocked out because he
played another video by accident. Okay.
Dudes around my age. We were like 21, 22, and we were like we're all that age.
And he's now talking about what happens when older people sometimes show up to these places, giving an example that they get beat up. You a 40-year-old that went out there, God.
Bro, I don't know about that. That's crazy because like I remember I went to a party and it was dudes around my age. We were like 21, 22, and we were like we're all that age. And I remember a dude showed up to that party and he looked like he was like 45, 46, and he got his ass knocked out because he stood out so much. And they're like, what the hell are you doing here creeping around? And he got his ass beat.
Yeah.
So it's just surprising to be like a 40-year-old would go there. You would think that people would like whoop his ass.
Right.
That's too blatant out there. Like something like you might not notice too much difference between like a 21-year-old and a 25-year-old.
Right.
You might not see much difference, but 40-year-old, oh man, that kind of threw me off. I was like, really? I know there were 40-year-olds out there. I knew there was dudes older, but I didn't know 40.
She kind of said the same thing that you said about like the drugs and stuff that goes on out there.
Oh yeah, that's it's really frequent and it's not a joke when I'm saying that cocaine.
Yeah, I got a couple of messages that people thought she was related or Ronnie's related to Sammy. When I heard it originally mentioned, I took it as tongue in cheek, but I guess people take that for real, I guess. And so I don't know. People literally DM me is like, "Yo, is she related to Ronnie?" I was like, "Nah, I don't believe that. No." And I don't know.
It's like you know how a lot of people smoke weed? Like a lot of people smoke weed. It's almost as much as people smoke weed out here as they do coke. Like it's like those are the two number one things people do out here. And not good coke. It's like shitty coke that's cut with vitamin B from Rite Aid. Buy vitamin B, cut it with that, and you just sell to people. But kids, 18-year-olds, like they'll go buy it from a older dude who's selling it for like $120. They give them a little bag. There you go. And then they keep buying it from them. And then, this is how that shit goes down. It's been like that, though.
And they do upcharge. Like, I don't know about the Woods party. I've never been to a Woods party, but like if you're going to a club and you're going to go buy something, they're probably more than likely going to upcharge you because you don't have any and you're at the place and you want that. And the other thing that's super unreliable to buy from somebody at the club because you're never going to probably see them again. They don't have any interest in your safety. Most of them probably don't anyway, but especially like they're seeing you for one night,
But because this is getting a lot of news attention, now everyone's like, holy shit, why the fuck is this happening? Man,
Right.
It's been happening.
It's been happening. It's nothing new.
It's been happening.
Yeah.
Like, there's been, like, if you guys can look up people like this, like, if you guys look up Matthew Steele, you'll find out he was in Auburn, California. He was stabbed over a drug deal, over some fentanyl. Like, he was a friend who went to Placer. I had another friend named Jeremy Wilson, who was on drugs and assaulted 2 people, got arrested. A couple other friends were.
Oh no!
It's not. Yeah, it's not foreign out here, dude, for that type of shit to go. He was a stabbed over a drug deal, over some fentanyl. Like, he was a friend who went to Placer. I had another friend named Jeremy Wilson, who was on drugs and assaulted 2 people, got arrested. A couple other friends were.
Oh no!
It's not. Yeah, it's not foreign out here, dude, for that type of shit to go down. But the kidnapping thing, that's something I've.
Right.
If that is the case, or vanishing, that's something I've just never heard of out here. No.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate some of the insight. I'm completely just tired, but are you planning on doing anything? You gonna go back out there, or?
I don't. I'm gonna see. It depends. Like, 'cause I got kids and all that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm tapped in with it. If I get any updates, I'll let you know, and hopefully they can figure out something else that happened. I don't know, but it seems a lot of more crazy stuff is coming out.
I'm gonna say Ronnie's my cousin.
But
yeah.
And the only thing I was trying to figure out is that whether or not she left in another vehicle. But what I was also what people were also talking about too, but I had to leave. They were trying to say, like, the people that they did find out were there, are they going to have to give their vehicle information up so that at least they can run the tags, see if like anyone has any different tags or anything like that, trying to find out any information about everybody who was there. So, and then find out the locations they went after that when they did leave, to see like if any car went in a funny direction or anything like that. But that's going to take a lot of combing through.
Oh yeah.
So,
sure, man.
So it was too many damn people at that party. So it's a mess. But yeah, thanks, bro, for having me on.
I appreciate you, man. That you called and everything. Yeah, you're in the news, man. They got your name in that article too.
Right. All right, bro. Take it easy.
All right, take care, man. Cancel. We both laughed. Not allowed to laugh.
Later.
Okay, so all right, let's see what else we got. I think that's it. We got everybody. That's that one. Was there another one? And that was it. That was the Ronnie calls. There was one more, the Upchurch one, which we all saw already. I posted that separately. We can play that or we can call it. But yeah, I wanted to show the calls and someone. Okay, let me get the super chats real quick first. Let's see. Okay, Pocket Change. Someone in another live said Sammy is friends with Mag's older sister. So Sammy wasn't super close to Kiely. Not sure. I heard the same thing. I don't know how true that. I saw a post about that. AJ Glam, thank you for the super chat. Painting Cat. Check out my post in the feed about creme brulee. In which feed? The chat, the regular chat? Probably missed it. Christy, thank you for the super chat, says there's a Ronnie and Chucky. Same last name as Sammy. That's the wrong last name. His last name isn't Smith. He's got an electrical company very close to Pro. Yes. I mean, unless you're talking about a different one, I'm related to this, but that's not the same guy that called in. Low Press, this channel is for clearing Ronnie now. Leslie, thank you for the super chat, says, Mel, you're the best. Leslie says, thank you, Ronnie, for your honest perspective and trying so hard to paint the picture. You're awesome. Just got canceled, Leslie. Iron Man, thank you for the super chat. Someone please explain the Lord of the Flies reference by Sammy. Read the book, seen the movie, and it is an out there reference from a teen. I don't understand the Lord of the Flies reference either. I've seen some people mention it. Lord of the Flies. The only thing I know about Lord of the Flies, it looks like some kids on an island from the picture that I see. I don't know anything about it. Like they're stranded or something, or surviving. Lord of the Flies. Trinity says, strange TikTok on Sammy on Electronic Medium YouTube channel. No disrespect mentioning channel. Just odd. And on Crime Stories Obsessed U2K in the community tab. Okay. Just all right, let me see. Maybe I can look it up. I don't know. So I mean, I don't think, because I've seen people saying that, like they think he's involved directly with Kylie's disappearance. I just don't think that's true. If you disagree, you know, if you feel whatever, you don't believe the story, that's fine. I understand. But I felt that since I could provide information about this, maybe that other people can't, as far as some of the outrageous details that I had to clear up, I figured at least I can do that, to be fair, since I'm the only one that can do that, and he can't really, you know, I don't know. Let me see if I can find this. Being fair? What? Disgust me! Being civil? Are you serious? Let's see. By Sammy Smith. Ooh. Okay. Electronic Medium posted this. Hope there's not music in the background. Let me see. Can we watch this? Oh, it's not playing for me. I was going to play it, but it's not working. Oh, there we go. Let's see, it's working. Okay, there's music. I've never seen this before. I guess they're alleging this is Sammy's TikTok. I don't know if that's true. Just showing it. The chance of getting killed by your bestie is low. But never zero. Seems like they were joking around, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Ventures with Purpose is heading there. So I don't know. I guess that's it. I mean, that's the Ronni audio calls. Let me see. What's up? Iron Man, thank you for the super chat. Says Lord of the Flies, a gang out of control children kill some weaker children after being roused into a frenzy by a self-imposed child leader. Damn. Yeah, I need to watch that. All right. I guess we had a pretty good stream. I mean, I guess that's it. People can take it how they want to take it. I'm just looking at the chat to see if there's anything else. There was no real updates today. They didn't do a presser. So I figured I guess we can kind of touch a little bit on this craziness. Read the book, Mel. There's a book. Don't. It's horrible. No, I don't want to do police chases for the stream. We'll do it separately. Can you show Ronnie's leg again to prove he's not a white man? I already showed his picture. I just don't think he needs to be the. I get it. People are questioning things. That's fine, but I don't like. I don't think he took Kiely. Yo, like, I don't know. I don't think it had anything to do with it. Have you heard of the car spot in Arizona? Yeah, I haven't heard anything else since. 10 to Life posted it. I read it on a different stream, but I haven't heard anything. Me oh, okay. Oh shit. Trying to read this message. I do follow Ronni. I should I don't know, is that a conspiracy too? I followed him to watch his Instagram live. iCkEdMeL, you should distance yourself from Ronni completely or get him to keep talking to you. His true connection will come clear soon. The true connection behind Ronni. He inserted himself. Now he must pay for what he did. Miss Tux, thank you so much for the super chat. I came late and I'm catching up, but I just want to say, Icky, I love you. Opening statements. Online people can be so dumb, and the government name thing. Yeah. I really, you guys watching, just heed my caution. Please don't use your full name when you're doing YouTube, like commenting and stuff like that. People can find out anyway, but like at least if you're just chatting, you shouldn't have your full name on there. I already see some people with their full name on there. Please, I beg you, please dash your name. Don't put the whole thing on that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. The Upchurch video, I don't want to play his whole video. I saw he did a new video today. I appreciate the shout out too. That was a nice shout out. That was pretty nice of him. And I don't have any problem with the guy either. I don't know if people, I think that's kind of clear. I mean, I don't know, but I saw a lot of people saying different things and all this stuff. And I just figured, let me at least clear what I can clear, especially if the guy's really getting death threats. I was like, at least I can do my part, whether people hate me or love me or whatever. Fuck it, you know? Trinity, Crime Stories Obsessed. You just plug in all these channels. Please look up the community tab, scroll 3 to 5 days, see the photos and text. Looks like Mean Girls. I respect your ability to debate. I'm not really a debater though. Like, I'm not good at debating. Debate. Take a debate class. A speaking class. Crime Stories UK. Obsessed. Obsessed. 3 to 4 days. Damn, she posts like every 2 hours. 3 to 4 days. Let me see. Oh yeah, I saw this. I saw these pictures. That's what her phone looks like. All right, I'll show this real quick. This is from Crime Stories Obsessed UK. Obsessed crime. Let me see. Oop. No way this guy is a 16/18-year-old senior. I've seen a lot of people. I think the sleuths went and found this guy. I don't know. I'm not gonna, but I thought they went and found him. I don't know. He does look older though. He looks kind of creepy just from the, I don't know, just from not knowing anything looking in. That is kind of like a weird, like, everybody looks younger. You got this guy here. He could be a young kid though. I don't know. Some of these young kids look older. Oh, somebody said not my real name. Okay, all right, I see you. Science Heaven says, Truckee native here. To my knowledge, my memory serves correctly, we've never seen this sort of LE and FBI presence here. Shit is wild. Lisa, that's not your real name? I thought it was your real name. You tricked me. No, it's okay, Trinity. I'm just messing with you. I don't mind if it's relevant. I thought you were just putting it just to put it in, but I see you actually have pictures. It's all good. And thank you for the super chat. My apologies, I'm not promoting channels, just sharing interesting info. My apologies. No, you're good. Thank you. They canceled me for that too. Oh, he's not sharing channels. Oh, he's so inconsiderate. Oh, it's a creep. Let's see the other stuff. Crime Stories obsessed. She said Ryan Upchurch's picture post. Oh, by the way, let me do this. By the way, he put up his what do they call it? A helicat. Or Hellcat, sorry. Whoever comes forward and tells what happened to Kiely Rodni first, I'll give you my Hellcat. I'll even deliver it to your house. Thanks for playing. Think I'm playing? Try me. Sorry. Who knows something? So I put the phone number and offered his car. And this also, I've seen this picture floating around. They say this is Kylie's phone. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I haven't checked this stuff, but that's on the post as well. Hellcat. Please scroll to the 5 photos. Oh, okay. Well, I've seen this too. I wasn't going to post this one because, like, I don't know. But I did see this one, yeah. That's it right there. I guess the case on the phone. His Hellcat is his most prized possession. He loves that thing. I didn't know that. Jagger. Oh my God. Well, that's true, young daughter. I mean, regardless of how you feel, all this stuff, like I said, man, people are entitled to feel how they want to feel. You know, everybody can have their opinions, and I understand the questions. Like, even during that live stream, somebody, I think, literally called almost right after, and they were questioning it. So I understand it. If there really is some death threats, people don't need to go to that extent. His name is known. The reporter has his name. I'm sure they know who he is, if anything. It doesn't have to get that crazy. Ooh. Oh, we did get that call too. We should have find out where this at. Who told us this shit? I think it was Meg told us this. So I was just tagged on this thing a while ago. Rose says, we have boots on the ground in Truckee. What would you check out if you were there? Any suggestions? Tammy replied, had a caller whose family friends. She said a guy slept in his car parked next to Kylie's. I think that was Megan that called. I'm not sure. Megan said that, which I checked her out. I see her Facebook. I see her. She sent me pictures and stuff. I think that was her. Car was there when she went to sleep. Gone when he woke up. Heard nothing. I'd like to know what time he went to sleep for the timeline before or after train of cars left. That was pretty interesting too. Shay, canceled. Sign says Truckee has always been known for weird shit. I mean, have you read about the Downer Party? What's the Downer Party, man? You want to tell us? You want to call in? You want to email me at iCkEdMeL@gmail.com. Tell us about the Downer Party. Had a caller. Stop believing everyone. You shouldn't take calls. Everyone's a liar. So why are you here, Candy? Why don't you just leave? Why are you watching? DDoS X phone lines 10K an hour just to disrupt his revenue stream. Well, moderate jump. I don't know. What are you gonna DDoS? The phone lines? Seriously, Mel, you must know. Must know what? The Donner Party. What's the Donner Party? Have I heard about that? Cannibalism? What? Oh, wait, didn't somebody call about the Donner thing? The Donner Party ate members of their own family on a trip to find gold when they were stuck in the snow. They ate each other. Mr. Joe says, what do you think happened, Mel? Thanks for the stream. My guess, my speculation, so they don't think I'm saying this as fact. I honestly think it's just going to be something where she's found somewhere, like the car either in water or crashed somewhere. I don't think it's going to be like a foul play thing. It would be wild if it was. I don't think it's going to be like all the craziness that people might think it's going to be. That's just my personal opinion. But somebody did send me a story though. Let me, you know what? While I have you guys here, let me send you some. Let me read you this interesting thing. Hopefully I sent it to myself. Oh, shit. New York caller from yesterday. Okay. I sent myself this. Damn it. Something about these 5 Florida kids that lied about a murder. 5 Florida kids and got caught. 5 Florida kids. Damn, yo, somebody sent that to me and I don't know where it's at. No, I think it was Florida. These 5 kids that had lied about some murder or something, and then they got caught. People saying she thinks she's in the water. B says if it was in the water, they would have found it by now. The other crazy thing would be like if they did have the car in a garage somewhere. Go ahead, dox the lines. I don't know what do you want me to tell you. Please don't do it. It's gonna make you want to do it more. Please don't do it. No. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look for it another time. So let's find a Donner Party then. Anybody know about the Donner Party? Donner Party. Oh. I see. Let's see. So it's these people that were traveling. Group of American pioneers who migrated to California in a wagon train from the Midwest. Not all the settlers were strong enough to escape. However, those left behind were forced to cannibalize the frozen corpses of their comrades while waiting for further help. Damn. Damn, yo. This is fucking crazy. Yeah, what these people are doing on this chat right now, in the other chat, these people are looking into all the people following Ronni. I don't, at a certain point, it's like, I just don't even know what to say. Like, they're digging so hard into this Ronni shit. And now they're pulling up people that have followed him, or I don't know, follow me and the Instagram, like they're looking into them. Like, these people really have no fucking life. Yo, what is wrong with these fucking people, dude? I didn't see this before. I'm just seeing it now. Like, damn, dude. Like, these people need help. The fuck? They're literally looking up people following the account and shit now. Oh my God, yo. Dude, I cannot believe these fucking people, yo. Like, yo, this isn't it. They need to go look into other stuff, yo. Like, this, I don't think this is gonna take you anywhere. What the fuck? These people are literally looking into, like, all the people following this guy are commenting on his shit. This is like so far from, like, because I wasn't even gonna, I almost wasn't gonna do this stream because I'm like, I've talked to several people about this. Like, do we do this? Do I not? I legit felt bad for the guy Ronni. Some people say F it, what? But you know, he called into my show, and so like I feel like the things that I can clear up, I should. But I was also like, is this really like the route that we should be going? This like this Ronni shit, like going deep in rabbit hole type of shit. But I felt like I needed to at least come on tonight because there's just so many people going with this shit, like fucking ridiculously, like, and then now I see this, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Literally searching people. And people that are here on my channel, they're searching. People that support the channel. That's fucking crazy. That's nuts, yo. That's nuts. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's nuts. Some people say we should just stop talking about the Ronni situation. I guess so. But he's getting buried though. He's fucking. I mean, so I figure like let me at least try to. Maybe if people will actually listen to all the calls, or like you know, I don't know. MK Ultra, thank you for the super chat. Says love the show. Hit like. That's a shame. Says yo, the Donner Party is wild. I recommend the book, The Indifferent Stars Above, to anyone. It's incredible. Anime, thank you for the super chat. And that's it. We're caught up. Bianca said, thank you for the super chat. Says Mel, maybe it was you. I can't with these guys. Holy crap, dude. So what do they think Ronnie's really involved? Is that why they're looking at all his followers and shit? Nah, Ronnie, he hasn't taken it personal, like to me, like he's been cool, like when we've talked in the chat. I mean, I guess this is going to be a future thing for people that call in. Maybe they're going to think twice now, you know? Oh yeah, I was trying to show people the full audio because some of the people that I talked to, I have a friend that I was talking to today, right? And she 100%, she was like, what she told me, she feels that she doesn't think that he's involved, that he was there, but that he embellished in the story. You know, that's what she believes. And so, you know, she had all these opinions. We were talking it out. She disagrees. And then I was like, oh, so did you watch the actual call? Like, did you watch the 18 minutes? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Oh well, man. I don't know. Is he getting death threats? Possibly. I don't know. From what he said he is, and his kids and everything. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I guess we'll call it a live then. It's unfortunate that it's getting to like this level, I guess, where people are like, I guess they feel he's involved. That Kylie's with him or something in the house. I don't know. If we get attacked, really? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's like going a little too far now. That's what I think. I mean, it's just feeding the fire. Well, I wasn't sure if it was or not. I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Damn, bro, they're doing like a fucking investigation and shit over there. All right. Somebody said, why do I back him up so much? I'm just trying to do what's like right and wrong. I mean, so if I can pull out some factual stuff, I guess if you're against some of the factual stuff, I mean, I don't think anybody should, if there's people making threats, I don't think anybody should make threats. And if there's the full audio, I think people should make a decision to listen to the whole thing if they haven't, or the other calls. And I just don't think he's involved. I just don't think he's the killer or the suspect. I just don't believe that. It's that simple. I don't know. They also called him like a drug addict or some shit too. I don't know, bro. I just like, oh my god. Queen B. After tonight, quit giving the drama queens attention. They'll move on to the next person. Best Ronnie can do is ignore them. IMO. Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow there'll be an update. Maybe we could just move on to updates. You gotta stay neutral, dude. I know. Somebody says he gave too many details to not be involved in some way. Oh my god, bro. Anyway, I guess that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn the bell notifications. And yeah, we'll be back if there's a chase. If not, good night. Magical Chaos. If they find me, they will learn to plan their life. I guess they're looking up everybody in the chat and tracking them down and stuff that was on Ronnie's chat, I guess, or something. They're searching everybody. So just, I guess, a caution, maybe private your profiles or whatever. I don't know if they're going to start looking into those people too and say they were involved and shit. So if you were in my live stream and you were chatting in the Instagram chat, I guess maybe private your shit. I guess everybody's a suspect now. So, all right. Take care. Peace. Bye. Bloop, bloop.